Hello and welcome to EVO M Gaming. I'm Skylar, and typically when you come to this channel, you're gonna see me stream racing, right? Got my rig right here behind me. You'll see the camera up there. I'm on the rig about 2-3 times a week streaming the races. But today I'm gonna do something a little bit different, and I'm going to expand here what we do the channel and just do, I wouldn't call it a product review. I would just call it, I don't know, me getting into showing you what I use or what I think is cool for sim racing. We'll come up with a better name later on. But anyway, I want to talk about upgrades. Now, I've had my fair share. As you can see here, this money pit behind me is started off with just a single screen that was attached to my desk and a simple wheel, right? And it's grown into something that is, well, a bit ridiculous, but still really fun. With that, we all know that upgrades can cost a significant amount of money, whether it's going to be your actual sim rig itself, aluminum profile rig, for example, you're upgrading your wheelbase to a big direct drive unit, or adding any numerous amounts of wheels that you can add. You're going to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on these upgrades. But today's upgrade is a little bit different because this little bad boy here was about $40 on Aliexpress. Now, prices can vary. Right? When I purchased this a couple months ago, it was $35 and I was able to get it shipped here, and there was like free shipping and first time user discounts. So I was able to knock a few bucks off that way. As of today, what are we at? December 9th. I did see one that was on there for $35. So, you know, pick and choose as you will. Hopefully your timing works out because they can be anywhere from $55, $80 all the way down to $30. Sometimes I've seen it as low as $20, I think last year, but the more popular something gets on AliExpress, of course, the more expensive it gets, just like anything else in the marketable world. But this sequential shifter, I decided to take a risk on because, you know, how good is something that costs so little? Well, in this case, it's really good. Now, it comes in a simple design. Now, you'll see mine is all black. This is not how it comes. They're just bare metal. I decided to take mine apart, not only so I could see how it works, but so I could paint it, you know, nice black to match the rest of my sim. Now, it's a very simple design. Here we'll see there's a little USB. There's a small PC board, about a couple inches in length for all your USB connections. And inside there's a couple pieces of metal that run back and are attached to magnets. So anytime that you shift, it's a great clunking sound, by the way. The distance changes between those, and it can tell, you know, which direction it's going, frontward or backwards, and sends the correct signal to your computer so that you can tune that in your racing sim. Now for me, I use iracing, and it was able to work pretty well. There were a few things that I needed to do to get it working. One being make sure that Windows was fully up to date and that I had enough power going to the unit. So I had it in a USB, and it was a powered USB hub, but still wasn't enough power. I had to connect it directly to my motherboard. So if you do purchase one of these, keep in mind that you may need to do something like that in case you're running out of USB ports on your motherboard itself. But anyway, let's talk about how much fun this thing is. So first off, it will give you a greater sense of immersion. There are cars like V8 supercars and, you know, your rally cars, even things that are like your older, I think the Lotus 79 might be one, or maybe, anyway, there are cars that have sequential shifters in iRacing. Getting this hooked up not only gave better immersion, take that as you will, but just a heck of a lot of fun being able to go down and just sit there and bump the gears. And this thing is sturdy, so you can go very light in the shift, or you can slam it. Either way that you want to drive it, it's there to take it, and it feels fantastic. Right? Alrighty, now how did I get this mounted to my sim rig? Well, there are a couple of slots here. You'll see, kind of, with the light right here. You'll see there's a couple holes, so you can get a couple different options of how you're going to be able to mount this. It doesn't fit directly on the 8020 profile. It's a little too wide for that. So I did order up the SimLab handbrake and shifter plate for my rig. But honestly, if you've got a bit of skill, you can make something of your own. Whether you want to maybe make a block of wood where you have two holes in the middle that attach to your rig and this sits on top of it. If you want to make something out of metal itself, or just, you know, have something lying around that you can drill holes through that'll mount to your rig. Whatever it is, you're going to be able to make it work for yourself. But it does allow you to have different kind of combinations in the rig. So we're going to take a look at how it looks on my rig, and we'll kind of finish up this little video. I want to keep it short on how it actually looks and feels in the gameplay. Alrighty, so now we're seeing that the shifter is connected to the rig and it's very sturdy. Whether I'm upshifting or downshifting, there's very little movement. Most of it is just a little internal play in the shifter itself. But as you can see, it's not moving on the rig whatsoever. So great tactile feel on both the upshifts and downshifts. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. You may notice that my mouse is off to the side there as well. I had a piece of wood lying around that I attached a couple bolts through just so I have my mouse down and low too instead of on the keyboard tray, which is just right there above. But I like how it looks. It feels great. It fits great. And honestly, you can't go wrong for $40. All right, so in conclusion, what can I say? One of the best bang for buck choices that you're gonna have in your sim racing upgrading experience. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Leave some feedback in the comment. I wanna do more of these. I have some more stuff over here, whoops, out of the way, over here that you can't see, that we're gonna be adding to the sim soon enough. So excited about that, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.